What is going on, guys? Harry here and welcome back to another Sorare video. If you are new to my channel and you have not subscribed, please do if you do want to see more Sorare content. But yeah, welcome to my lineup and game week preview for game week 196, and we're going to have a little look at how I got on in game week 195. So game week 195 is still technically live. My players finished playing a couple hours ago, but I think there's still a few Argentinian games to be completed, but they might be over by the time I'm recording this. But if you watched my previous video previewing my lineups for game week 195, you know that my Global All-Star D4 team was the only team that really was going to compete for anything, and it proved to do so in a way. But yeah, we'll just have a look at our D4 under 23 team. The only common I actually put into the team ended up scoring. Got me just under 33 points. Lafont didn't even have a game. I just put him in there for the sake of it. Dodo played against Monaco. They actually ended up qualifying Shakhtar for the Champions League, which is real cool. But yeah, didn't score very good. Pedrinho didn't play. Well, I could have picked Maicon instead of him. Maicon ended up starting the game, even though he came off injured last week against Monaco. And Wendell, who's my captain, ended up getting me just under 78 points, which was decent. Turns out I should have played Wendell in my Global All-Star team, which we're going to get into now. But yeah, with this Global Under 23 team, I wasn't expecting anything at all. And yeah, D4. So it started off as an absolute nightmare. My Osaka keeper ended up conceding 5 goals. Error led to a goal as well, which meant that his score was just under 15, which is just crazy. Really, really disappointing. And then Sakamoto didn't really do anything, to be honest. Got dragged after like 70th minute. Ended up with just under 35. So I was on literally 50 points from 2 players going into today. And the Zenit, Mr. Lorenzo Pellegrini pulled it out of the bag for me. Pellegrini ended up getting an assist as captain, got me 91 points, which was great. And then Douglas Santos, 77 with my 10.5% XP bonus. Ended up no decisives, but just a solid score. Did get a clean sheet, to be fair, which added 10 points, of course. And then Asmoon scored late on in the game, which was crucial, to us getting 78 points out of him, which means that we ended up finishing 340th in Global D4, which actually means that we're going to get a prize in the morning. If you look here, 376th place will get a prize. So we're just in that, 26 places in. I am going to check just in case those Argentinian games haven't finished, because that could mean that I do move position, which wouldn't be ideal, would it really? No, okay, the Boca game's finished. Okay, there's one game playing now, River Plate. So I might be going back on all my words here, and yeah, I might not even finish in a card prize position, but as of right now, I am. So we're just going to go with that for now. So yeah, pretty successful for a midweek. If I get a tier 3 plus the 0.02 Ethereum, I'm going to call that a success, to be fair. Take that all day long, considering the start that I had with my my Osaka boys. But yeah, now we're going to get into the preview for game week 196. So I have changed things up a little bit in terms of my teams. Seeing as though Zenit played midweek, they're not going to be playing on the weekend. So there was a few players that I couldn't select, and there was also a few players I couldn't select due to injury. Done what I can with my teams. I'm going to show you the weakest to strongest in terms of my lineups. We're going to probably go with our D4 first, Global All-Star. We're going with the Osaka stack. They're away to Gamba, Osaka, which won't be an easy game. And then I've thrown in Fujimoto, who's on loan at Shimizu Pulse right now. Team is literally just there to get me the Ethereum threshold. I don't think this will do anything really going off last game where they lost 5-1. So yeah, not much to really say about that team. It's literally just to grind the Ethereum. My next best team would probably be this, which is a Challenger Europe D4 team. Haven't played a team in this competition for a little while. I've been playing D3, but I really feel like the prizes on offer in D3 just aren't adding up for me to put my strongest players in there. Yeah, we'll go have a look at the prize pool in a minute, but yeah, we're going with Etienne Green in goal away to Marseille. It won't be an easy game. Then we've got Tanguy Nianzou, who started midweek and played the whole game, I think, for Bayern in their cup game. so I hope he starts on the weekend. I've got Lakonga here, Man City away again, will not be an easy game. Hoffman away to Union Berlin, won't be a terribly hard game, but again, won't be easy. But I do expect him to score decently well, considering he did last week against Bayer Leverkusen where they lost 4-0, and he still got a respective score of like 53. So yeah, I hope he gets a decisive or two in that game. That'll be decent. And then Tino Kadewere, I'm not expecting him to start in this game, but I'm hoping he comes on and does something against Nantes. Yeah, this team I don't have many high hopes for, to be honest, at all. So yeah, they're just a bit of a throw-in team. But I was just going to show you the prize pool for D3. So look at this, 360 participants, 22 prizes. Yeah, those maths just aren't cutting it for me. I think that's like a 2 to 3% chance of winning, basically, which is just not high enough for my liking. If you compare that to D3 Challenger, 450 participants, okay, 51 prizes, so that's more of a, more than a 10% shot at things there. So yeah, the prize distribution in the Championship Europe D3 isn't looking great. So that's why I've pulled my players out of there, which we'll get into now. So now I'm going to show you my global D3 under 23 team. We're going with Lafont in goal, away, home to Lyon. Vitinho, defence. Going with Javain Brown as well in defence. We're going with Zaidou Youssef, away to Marseille. And then we're going with Ricardo Pepi, who's just chosen the US over Mexico for his national team, away to Austin. I haven't got massive high hopes for this team, but you never know. Okay, now we're going into our final two teams, which is definitely our strongest two. We're going to go into our Challenger D3. We're looking at a heavy Dynamo stack here, really, aren't we? We've got Shunin super rare, Daniel Famine super rare, Arsene and Tuavekin, with Arsene as our captain. Sandy Walsh is my only play-in defender. In Challenger this week, it would be Douglas Santos, but obviously, Zenit played tonight, so they won't be playing on the weekend. I could play Diogo Lotte, but he's not favoured right now at Porto, which is just annoying. But yeah, pretty decent team. Dynamo at home to Lokomotiv Moscow won't be an easy game, to be honest. Rifat for them has been on fire, and Smolov, I think, yeah, they've been deadly, to be fair. But yeah, if Dynamo play well and win and keep a clean sheet, which I'm asking quite a bit there, this team will do well. Sandy Walsh actually scored really well last week with like a 60 with no decisive. So yeah, hopefully similar again this week from him, and we can be knocking down those prize places. And then our last and final team, which is probably our best shot at a card prize this weekend, is my global D3 team. So we're going with, as always, the Lyon stack of Dubois and Anthony Lopez. Away to Nantes. Won't be an easy game, like I basically say for all my players, really. But yeah, I mean, Lyon have been pretty shaky at the start of the season, so I'm not expecting much. But I wouldn't be surprised if Lyon get a clean sheet here. But then I also wouldn't be surprised if it was a 3-3. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. We've got Lorenzo Pellegrini, Roma away this time. Going to use him as my captain. Got me a decisive tonight. So we're trusting him again this weekend. It would be a toss-up between him and Daniel Soloy, who I expect to start against Colorado Rapids. But yeah, I just fancy Pellegrini here. And then we've got obviously Patrick Schick away to Augsburg. Yeah, this is the best team I could really put out, really, in terms of my super rares and my rares. So yeah, I'm really excited about this team, to be honest. If I can get a clean sheet out of Lyon, then we're going to be looking really good, because I do fancy these three to get a decisive each in each of their games, which will put us in a really nice position. Of course, D3 is very, very competitive, so even if we do get a decent score combined, there's 2,000 participants, 153 card prizes. People are putting their best players in this division for a reason. So it's going to be competitive. It's going to be fun. I'm just really looking forward to these weekend games. If I do finish with a tier 3 rare card for game week 195, which is on right now, yeah, make sure you watch my YouTube short. I will post a quick video of who I pull in that, and I'm filming this video the night before I will get that reward. So yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. If you did, please leave a thumbs up on the video, And yeah, hope you enjoy the weekend's games, and I shall see you in the next video.